Game change, I'm here to restore order. New school and old school, I'm here to connect the border. Real hip hop, just trying to bring that feeling back. I'm a fan of the culture, so for real I be missing that. When you had to really rap, when you said you could spit a rap.
Here once again, it's my theme music from my man Carlito Black, artist out of the Bronx. Check him out.
Really use your honor. Important date, if you don't know about it, it's a problem. And happy to be the date that hip hop started. Cameras one said bring it to the cipher. Gucci rap taking the war, that was fire. Rakim, I ain't no joke, was on the lineup. Jada and Nate Dogg Link and brought you times up. Jada and Nate Dogg Link and brought you times up.
Yeah, we right here in the Underground Lounge. Right here, the Joker.
Yeah. Speakers, I'm vibing out to Illmatic. Got myself a gun at a time, a dog is still Matic. Jay-Z, 50 years old, and he's still snapping. DMX, flush on my flesh. That's some real rapping 90s. B.I.G. was dropping some ill classic student of the game. Because of them, I'm skilled at it. Respect to the OGs that put in work and paid the way. Beanie Siegel felt it in the air. Pop took the fame. Bone dead harmony and flow, but then they changed the game. Buster, get in that mode. Flipping, so spitting flames, jazz over, twist the flow fast, saying that the people can't stand the rain.
Underground Lounge, man, IBP Media Group, man. Shout out to IBP Media Group, man, the fam. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now, live and direct, right here on the Underground Lounge, doing it real big, man. Before we get to the interview with my man C.A.M.P, that is. Let me get that right. You know what I mean? You know, my man C.A.M.P, but we gonna go into some breaking news of what's going on in hip hop, man. Take it away, cool.
It's breaking news with Nikki Cotero from the Underground Lounge. Tekashi 6ix9ine celebrates the murder of Lil Durk's brother on Instagram. As most of you know, 6ix9ine has no picks when it comes to beef with him. When King Von died, 6ix9ine was all over the internet clowning Lil Durk for it. Even wore a shirt with King Von's face on it. A few days ago, there was some more sad news in Durk's camp when it was announced that Durk's older brother D-Thing was murdered outside of a Chicago nightclub. In true 6ix9ine fashion, he commented on it saying, "Time to smoke a new pack. It's like every week. I didn't even finish enjoying smoking Vine yet. Y'all dying too fast." He also made a comment saying, "I bet $100,000 this man is gonna get a D-Thing chain with a picture on him on the back." Comment below and let us know what you think about 6ix9ine making comments on the murder of Lil Durk's older brother outside of Chicago nightclub. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe when it comes to IBP Media Group. And thank you for tuning in to Breaking News with Nikki Cotero from the Underground Lounge. Peace.
Yeah, no doubt. That was breaking news. Shout out to my homegirl Nikki to give us that breaking news right here on IBP Media Group here in the Underground Lounge. Now we here right now with our special interview, an artist that's definitely talented. I've been checking him out for the past month, and I'm loving the music. Shout out right now to my brother C.A.M.P. What's going on, C.A.M.P?
Yo, what up? Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, baby. How you living?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm sitting here lounging, doing what I'm doing here in the Underground Lounge, man. Just chilling, checking out the hot music. Definitely, man. What the C.A.M.P stand for? I see you got the after, the little dots and all that.
Yeah. C.A.M.P is like the best acronym, one of many acronyms that I came up with. The one that was most relevant for right now and the times we living in was calling out my people. You know what I'm saying? Like calling out my people, like as far as being a leader goes.
Yeah.
I use my words and my music to, bring some people together rather than it being such a conflict and anything special, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. During this pandemic, man, it's been kind of hard for a lot of artists to really maneuver, do shows, do videos. If you do videos, you got to wear a mask, 6 foot distancing and all that. How did that deal with you as being an artist? Did it slow you down? Was it rough? Was it easier?
Ironically, I had so many videos done prior to the pandemic. I was in a position where I could keep like releasing a little bit of here, a little bit of there every now and again. And but as far as like that really just opened the gateway up for TikTok to become more relevant ways
Yeah.
to record from home without having to quarantine and stuff like that. We indoors, so that's why I use the new cameras on the iPhone 11s and 12s and Samsung 20s or whatever else they got coming out, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, teach you how to do how to make something shake on your own. You know what I'm saying? Given the circumstances.
Did your creativity boost up a little better on quarantine? I know my creativity came up a little more. I know a lot of
Yeah,
people get writer's block, but
yeah.
did your creativity go to another level?
Man, don't get me wrong. I was already peaking. You know what I'm saying? But like, I
Yeah.
think I unlocked a few. I think I unlocked a few little boxes in my mind that I came up with some ideas I never expected myself to come up with. You know,
Yeah.
in solitude, you think all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's just on you which choices you decide to indulge in, which thoughts you decide to indulge in.
Right. Who was the people that you looked up to during the quarantine that inspired you?
The people who kept working, man. I noticed that the baby kept working. They kept working. And don't get me wrong, J. Cole, he
Mm,
took a little break. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my idol right now. J. Cole is like a older version of me, from sports to lyricism, what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? I was inspired by those guys. Guys who didn't just let the quarantine itself, you know, affect them as an artist. Because you know, even during that pandemic, we could still find ways to help the community and relevant to the pandemic that keep us in the light, keep us relevant.
no doubt. Yeah, I know every artist have a story to tell. I know we tell it in our music
Mm-hmm.
and everything too. Let everybody know a little bit about yourself, what the ups and downs you've been through in your life.
Yeah,
Um, what I'm saying, let people know your journey or where you at now. Because
yeah,
I know a lot of people go through these bumps and bruises and go through so many things with the community, the
yeah.
people, family, and friends. So let people know your story a little bit or where you come from.
Sure, man. Well, you know, anybody that knows me in the East Texas region, I know I really started doing music at a really young age. I always had I would say, a fair upbringing. You know what I'm saying? We were closed in a lot. We didn't really get out much, so writing became like something that was me and my brother would compete. Who could write
Mm,
about his verses and stuff like that. We spent years
wow.
competing with each other because he was also like a local legend, and it was only right that I followed in his footsteps. So I kind of like for music and a love for football as well. I played quarterback and
Mm,
whatnot. Um, I was literally like on my deathbed at one point in time. I had meningitis.
mm,
Spent some time in the hospital, overcame it, wrote a couple of records about it, and this is at like maybe 12, 13. By the time I'm in high school, you know what I'm saying? This is all just in a nutshell.
mm,
High school and a little bit after high school, I started taking music a little bit more serious. I started writing more. I started trying to get into studios. And um, one time, you know, I never really had a good rapport trying to fit in with anybody else. So a lot of the topics in my music came from like almost an emo perspective, almost from like a
mm.
woman perspective. I never really knew how to relate to having all of the baddest females with me and stuff like that because you know I really didn't lose my virginity until like the first year of college, man.
Right.
No cap, no cap, bro. But like,
No doubt, no
yeah,
doubt.
I was a late bloomer, so I couldn't relate to what a lot of the guys in my age group in my generation would be talking about. So I
Yeah.
noticed that kind of helped me stand aside. Stood outside the pack. You know what I'm saying? I didn't blend in with nobody. I just took that and ran with it. Around around November of 2018, I got really some jail. I always had run-ins with the law. I guess you could say I really didn't know how to embrace freedom. Once I got out of like being under the mom and them roof, I just
Mm,
kind of ran wild, in and out of the system, in and out of jail. And the last time I got out, I was like, hey, this is the part you actually take advantage of the gift God gave you. If you don't now, then He's gonna take it away from you. So started taking music a lot more serious. I got my first record about 2 weeks after I got out of jail, and it went all over the place. It went viral. Uh, Def Jam discovered it. Some of YNW
mm.
Melody them people discovered it. They flew me out of Miami. Nick Cannon discovered it. I was on Nick Cannon's radio show. But it wasn't all bad, and it
Right.
wasn't all pictures and cream. What I was bringing was, I would say, fair. I ain't gonna try to say, hey, rags to riches. The
Right.
hardest part about coming up with that, me being as close to my breakthrough as I am now, because the closer you get to greatness, the more adversaries you have, adversaries you have.
That's right. That's right.
So that's it
Yeah,
for me.
definitely, no doubt. Yeah, we all go through them ups and downs, man. You know what I'm saying? And we learn from them, we grow
Yes,
from
sir.
them, and then we have something to talk about because we can put it into the music to help inspire other people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like say to me and Cool talk about in the hip hop in the golden era of hip hop. A lot of hip hop artists saved my life. Like I say, DMX saved my life because of his story was the same as my
Of
story.
course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom's had, you know what I'm saying, disowned me, and you know what I'm saying, been in the system, group homes and
Yeah. Yeah.
foster
Yeah.
care and all that. So when I heard his story, that gave me hope. Like I could do the same thing. I could express myself and help others. And same
Yeah.
with your story. You know what I mean? Just by hearing your music, especially that Blue Hearts track, I can hear the pain. I can hear,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that's coming out. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
like
On that track.
one thing a lot of people don't realize is that social anxiety. I always most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it'll result often like drug addiction, or alcohol abuse. In
Yeah.
my case, for so long, it was alcohol abuse, and at certain times, it was drug use. I mean, it's not too many sober artists anymore, but there are the
Right.
ones that crash and fall from that shit. So that, fortunately, it
Yep.
didn't get to that point, but that was a factor of everything, man. But like you said, it gives you something to talk about. It makes your story that much more thick.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it more in creativity more big for people to hear it, to
Yeah,
understand. Like, yo, I've been through that before. When he said that, I've been through that. You know what I'm saying, who was this artist? And then now, you have a fan because you just said something that touched their heart. Like,
exactly.
yo, I've been through that same stuff, man. It's crazy. So you know what I mean. And I really like that track, man. We're gonna get right into it. While we talking about Blue Hearts, talk about what inspired you to write this track. While we talking about it before I play it.
Man, it all started with the special phone call during the rise and the shine of my first breakthrough record, Bloody Mary. My attorney, which is Joaquin McCoy, he introduced me to Quasi. Uh, I just man, I knew nothing about Quasi when I first met him, but over a short period of time, I realized a walking website. You know what I'm saying? He had his hands on a little bit of everything, and under his wing, I met Jerry Wonda, and they flew me out to his house. And they like, work. I'm gonna see what you got. It was an honor for me to even see a mogul like that, or a mogul like that, of course, reaching out to me out of all people, because I don't have 20 million streams on YouTube like that,
Right.
but I touched at least like 300,000 to 400,000 people across the world through one record. So that was an accomplishment for me. And they reached
Hmm.
out to me and they loved it. And I was in the studio with them one day, just vibing and sipping, and just thinking about it. Linked up with Benny Wonda, who's actually a member of Wanda Music too. Shout out Benny. He was like, hey man, we both been in a situation where, we love our girls so much we hate our girls. So
Right.
like, let's come up with something like that. If you got a rapport with your producer, you're gonna mesh like this whenever you're making a record. So we was just tossing ideas out there. Benny like, right there. Next thing you know, we got Blue Hearts, man, and it's playing on y'all's radio. Big shout outs to Benny, man. That shit was special.
No doubt. So we gonna get right to the track, man. I've been vibing on this track now. I didn't gave you about
Yeah.
20 streams this week just on me.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
much
yeah, no
love, bro.
doubt.
Gratitude.
You know what I mean? I've been playing it. Play all our music on the show through Tidal. Shout out to Tidal. They teamed up with Twitter now, so everything's connected to Twitter. So shout out to Tidal. And we're gonna
Yeah.
play the track. We give you a live stream right now. This is your
Already,
boy
baby.
Blue Hearts.
Shout out Coco, man. Coco, the Brooklyn Queen, man.
Yeah, okay. She's from Brooklyn.
Shout
Okay,
out Coco,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Okay, no doubt. Shout her out, no doubt.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've been staring at my glass all night, hating you with a passion, hating you with a Look what you did to me. Another cup of Hennessy. Looking for an enemy. Something you pretend to be. When I was worried about you was worried about you. Fuck it, I'm through. I think I'm falling out of love. Clouds have covered up my rainy nights and drugs. One more double cup, my heart's been through and now I've been staring at my glass all night. Hating you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. I've been staring at my glass all night. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion.
I love it. You guys are so great.
So why you never let me love you like I wanna love you? I mean, you gave me everything, so I took nothing from you. All your friends said they ain't like me, I ain't like them either. Cause they always in my business, told you I'm a cheater. I'ma send a drunk text on a late night, tell you that I miss you when I see you. Would be on site, later kitty on you, had you singing, but there's no mic. Hit my Jordans on, let me for the 23rd time. Yeah, I'm toxic, no Britney. Think I need to take a flight to Houston, no Whitney. Liquor in my glass got me thinking I ain't fit. Cause is it my fault? You always fall for the same shit.
I've been staring at my glass all night. Hating you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. I've been staring at my glass all night. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion. Hate you with a passion.
Why you staring at your glass all night?
Yeah, that's that Blue Hearts right there. Yeah, that joint right there, fire. Awesome. Yeah, I like that joint right there. I like that joint. Very inspiring track.
Gratitude, man. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, man, that joint, man. Like I said, I didn't gave that joint about a good 20 or 30 strings this week. I've been playing that joint. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Especially when I'm vibing.
much,
You know what I mean?
yeah, much love. I've had a lot of the feedback, man. They say it's real catchy. You get in your head. So to me, that's a plus, man. That's a plus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the hook. You know, it's something you can't forget. So,
Exactly.
DJ can play that joint, man, and the whole crowd to jump on that hook. You know what I mean? So when you
Yes,
doing a show,
sir.
you ain't even gotta sing the hook. You put the microphone to the crowd, like, you know what I mean? Y'all sing that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one of my
Yeah,
goals, man. I'm ready to get on stage and just watch them. Rock
yeah.
out to my
Crowd
music. Yeah,
vibe out with it. Yeah, that's hot, man. I love that
yeah,
track,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's very inspiring. What you got coming up new? You have an album dropping, another single.
Well, I got another single coming out, man. I do have an album on the way. It will be my first album on the way to music, but I want to get a couple of singles out, get some visuals to them, and I don't want to let the rabbit out the hat yet. If y'all thought this was something, just wait on what we got coming next. It's gonna be pretty big. I'm trying to go like movie scene stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go a bit more abstract with every record.
How do you feel about the music culture now? Do you think it's flooded that don't have the same identity, or do you think it's getting more creative now later in the game that you start doing music?
Man, sad but true. I think that the greats who are roughly at this point like 35 and up, I think that's the music that I still don't mind vibing out to. I
Mm-hmm.
think that generation that came in beneath them,
Mm-hmm.
I can't just say I get comfortable. Like, I vibed out with Juice World. I can't lie about that.
Okay.
Drake would say he falls into my generation of music. He's
Yeah.
a little bit more up in age than me. Um, and, it's just I don't really see anybody who's speaking from the perspective that I'm speaking from as far as right now. So I do think it's kind of watered down.
Okay.
My competition, like when people were entertained by Lil Bow Wow, I was trying to find out how Jermaine Dupri did it. So I always spent my life putting myself on a higher pedestal as far as the music went. So I can't say about today's generation of music. Now the greats are great. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm interested to hear another Nicki record, another Wayne record, another Drake, J. Cole, even Migos, and like guys of that sort. You know, but as far as the incoming rappers, I haven't seen anything that I'm really impressed with yet. That's why I'm so eager for the world to see me. It's just that's where I'm at.
Yeah, no doubt. I asked this to all my artists that's on my show on Underground Lounge. You know what I'm saying? I have my top 5, but what's your top 5? Your greatest top 5 of all times?
Yeah, okay. And this really changes every time I do it. Every time somebody asks me, it changes. The answer changes, but it's always the same people most of the time. But one is always gonna be J. Cole. Two is always gonna be Wayne. I think I would put Pac, and then I would Luda at number 4 and Drake at number 5. I say Luda back when he was bringing in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was.
I was listening to what he was saying. I was pressing pause, rewind. Let me do it. So that's my top 5, man.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a good top 5 too, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a legend in there too, Pop. Yep. Too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Luda, where he was the one. He was the one that really kept hip hop alive in the 2000s, man. Him and Wayne. And I was inspired. And plus, even back then too, Common came out the dust too. Common, you know what I'm saying? And the backpack rappers and all that was doing their thing too. So 2000 was definitely a good year for me to get involved more in the club scene, because the club music, because I was a bouncer, plus I was working in a music store and a clothing store. So I was really in the culture deep too around that time. So I love your top 5. That's what's up. Right, we back at it right here on the Underground Lounge. Your boy the Joker right here on the Underground Lounge. IPP Media doing IPP Media. That's what we do all day long. We got C.A.M.P in the building doing his thing. Texas finest. So music is your outlets. Do you have any more outlets that you use to keep you balanced through the terrible times outside, family, friends, the tough times? What other outlets you have besides music?
Honestly, really just like my family, bro. My family and my children. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what keeps me grounded. I can't say I'm really just no outgoing person. I go out, you know what I'm saying, when it's with a purpose, but I'm not the guy that you'll see at every party or at every club or at every mansion party, you know what I'm saying, at every bar. You won't really catch me doing that. I feel like I got the best environment and the best sense of serenity within my own humble abode. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere this picture is at, I feel good. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. When you have definitely you got your seeds and you got your family around, that's definitely inspiration to keep you moving, working hard, sacrificing on some things to get things done. And it works. It definitely works. No doubt. Yeah. What's the next video coming out? What's the next video? When's the next visual coming out? Because I'm looking forward to that.
We got it coming within a week, man. Let me show you something. Awesome. Okay. We got all these blue hearts, right?
Okay.
We got all these blue hearts because I want to lead up to my visual. Like I try to do something a little bit more and more extravagant every time I do a visual. Okay. So I want to do random acts of kindness, at least maybe 6 random acts of kindness prior to the release of the Blue Hearts visual. That's the next visual that's coming up. Okay. And I was gonna do so. I didn't want anything in return for helping the shelters or helping the Women and Children Center. I just wanted the owner to allow me to sign the balloon and they release it into the sky. And I think that's the best build up for me to be able to, release my video then. But the video will be just as dope as the record is. I just want to have a good strategy behind it to build attention around it.
Yeah, that's good, man. I hear a lot of things about the Wyclef thing. How you get that relationship with Wyclef?
Actually, that was through Jerry and Quasi, man. Those guys, of course, Jerry and Wyclef have been long-time business partners in the game, man. That's what you call OGs, what I would consider OGs in the game, you know what I'm saying? And Quasi, exactly. So, I don't think it's too hard to get his people on the phone and say, hey man, I got a talented guy down here, and however they connected the dots, they connected the dots. I was
Right.
just honored to be in the presence of two legends at once. It just
Yeah.
did my heart some justice.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, because I gotta say this right. Legendary Wyclef,
The
legendary
legendary Wyclef.
producer,
Yes,
songwriter, Grammy Award winning Wyclef. So,
yes, sir.
so that and I really tapped into what you was doing. And when I heard
Yeah.
that single, I've been hooked ever since, man.
Hey man, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you,
Hey,
man. Gratitude.
it's your boy the Joker right here, man, on the Underground Lounge, man, on IBP Media. We right here, live at the rec with my man C.A.M.P. right here. Let people know your social media, your websites, whatever, how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah.
If they want to hook up with you and your management, our
Yeah.
speakers,
Yeah.
showcases, books, give them all
Yeah.
the information right here live on IBP Media on the Underground Lounge.
On my social media, man, IG and Twitter is always gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's C.A.M.P with 2 underscores. That's IG and Twitter. On Facebook, you can look me up at There's Camp or Camp Nowhere promotion page. You can choose either one of them. And everything else, SoundCloud, Spotify, I'm always gonna be Camp. C.A.M.P. You look me up, you'll find me on every platform. But you gotta put the dots in there though, man. Because it's calling all my people. You feel me?
Yes, information to get a hold of your management if they anybody need a future, book you a show.
Yeah.
That nature.
Yeah, my manager is Quasi. You can look him up at Amazing Quasi on Instagram, which is usually how he links up with everybody, man. He can get me in on any shows. And Jerry Wonda, Prince Jerry. What I'm saying? Prince Wonda. If you're looking for a co-mogul in the industry and a way to get to camp, look up Prince Wonda. Look up at Prince Wonda on Instagram.
No doubt. It's your boy C.A.M.P right here, man. I appreciate you, man. I enjoyed speaking with you. We're gonna stay in contact. And when the album come out, I would love to do an album review show, bring you back on the show and do an album review show. We go to track, you know what I'm saying, and let the people hear the music, tell them how they feel about it, and get a song review, album review, so people get an idea of the album, so they get a chance to go ahead and download it, stream it, and all that. So I'd like to bring you back on the show as soon as your album is done.
Back. I would love to be back.
Yes, sir. We definitely here, man. Underground Lounge, man. It's your boy, the Joker. If those who watch us on YouTube right now, IBP Media, you could definitely subscribe and click that bell and get a notification. You can also get us across the board, IBP Media Group on Instagram, also on Twitter. You also can hit up me, you know what I'm saying, the Underground Lounge _ on IG, and also the Underground Lounge Show on Facebook page. And we here, IBP Media Group on YouTube, man. We right here live with C.A.M.P. We appreciate you. And no doubt, man. And this is a wrap.
Love.